morning, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be attempting a little challenge, so this is going to be a reading vlog. So today I'm going to attempt to read Holly Jackson's new release, Five Survive. I'm going to attempt to read this within 8 hours. So I don't think I'm going to do 8 hours straight. I'm going to have a timer so that I can start and stop the timer. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I recently interviewed for a full-time position and I got it. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have as much time here at home, and I'm not going to be having the freedom to film whenever I want. So I don't know when I'm going to start. I did do everything on Friday, everything was turned in, and I'm still waiting for them to tell me when my start date is. And I figured if today is my last day of freedom, I want to attempt to read this book. I don't know anything about this. I do know that I think it is within the span of the 8 hours, so that is why I'm going to try to read it within 8 hours. I do know that Holly Jackson's books are plot heavy, and that kind of makes it easier for me to read as much as I can. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to do check-ins. This book has around 400, almost 400 pages, around 380 pages. Hopefully I can read this. I'm not going to be annotating this because it is going to take up time. I'm just going to try and read this as much as I can. So it is like 11 in the morning right now, so I am going to start and do the check-ins when I can. If by any chance this carries on, it might carry on to tomorrow, because again, I don't know when I'm going to start this job, and if I start tomorrow, I'll probably stay up at night. I don't know. It wouldn't be wise, but for you guys, I'll do it. Okay, so first update, I am on page 91, which is chapter 12, and my timer says it has been an hour and 27 minutes. I've been struggling because I know I've talked about this before. Whenever I read, my eyes get so tired and I get so sleepy, and I think like on page 20 I was already like ready for a nap. Yes, how many pages have I read? 91. I'm surprised that I've gone this far without taking a nap. Truly, like, I have been pushing myself to read this book for my video. I've never pushed myself this hard to read before. And it's not because the book is boring. I just get sleepy, and I hate that. I really hate that as a reader. How am I supposed to read without getting tired? Good morning. It is bright and early. It is almost 8 in the morning, so it's about 7:40 something ish. I'm going to get started pretty early and finish this book. So I have it right here, and I did leave off on chapter 30, which is page 251, and I stopped right at the 4-hour mark. So let's check the timer real quick. So as you can see, I did stop at 4 hours and 3 minutes, and before I stopped it, I did lap it. So there's only 1 second from when it took me to stop the actual stopwatch, but that's going to continue for today. So lap 1 is day 1, lap 2 is going to be day 2. So because it is pretty early, I'm going to make a cup of coffee and just get cozy, and yeah, hopefully I finish this book. Let's see my thoughts on this book so far. So see, what I had to go do is, it's supposed to rain and it's supposed to thunder, so it's very cloudy, so this is probably the best lighting that you are going to get. I apologize. And we're having some friends over today, so I really needed to go and get everything that I needed because I am going to be making dinner. And before the weather got worse, I decided that it was best to just go do it right now. Stopped by to get some breakfast, and so now I'm back. So I'm about to start reading again, and this time for real. I'm going to finish the book. The weather is like perfect for reading. Here's what I think about the book so far. I think that the plot of this is very, in a way, cheesy, and it is just so unrealistic in my opinion. I guess because maybe the reveal hasn't been, revealed yet, and maybe that's why I'm thinking the plot is a bit unrealistic. Like, these are just teenagers, and what is happening to them is like, what did you do that was that bad, and for some reason this book is not part of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, but I don't know if it's like the format or like the font of the book that's very similar to that series, that I keep thinking that I'm reading in Pip's point of view, and we're not reading Pip's point of view. She's not a part of the series at all. We have a new character. Her name is Red. I don't know, so for some reason I just keep having to remember that this is not Pip and they are two completely different people. Like, their personalities are two completely different personalities. For example, Pip was very clever, she was very brave, she was very outgoing, and Red is kind of the opposite. She is shy, she likes to stay low, she doesn't like to be like seen in a way, and she has a lot of guilt buildup and she is not able to let go of that. And I think that's kind of causing her to really shy away from showing her true personality. And also, she is having to become an adult super quickly. She's having to take care of herself and her father. It's just really sad to see when a teenager is having to grow up really quickly. Adult life sucks. Thankfully, by the way, today I didn't start that new job. Because yes, adult life sucks. Having a full-time job sucks. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and start the book. So far, I think this book is like a 3.5. And I know Holly Jackson is really good at doing like big reveals or a plot twist. I wouldn't really call it a plot twist because it's more of just like a reveal, like a secret. And I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the juiciest secret to come out. So yeah, I'm going to finish my breakfast and start reading. I took a nap. We took a nap. That last clip that you guys saw of Leo cuddling up next to me got me super sleepy. I love napping, y'all. Like, I can nap 3 times a day. I can sleep forever if my alarm doesn't go off. I don't know what it is. And like I said, when I'm reading, I get really sleepy. And lately, with this challenge, I've been able to like push myself and really read this not without getting sleepy, but without giving into that tiredness. But yeah, when Leo started to cuddle and the rain in the background and he was purring. So it's 12:30 and I'm going to do a reading sprint. I'm on page 298, so almost to the 300 page mark. I did read about 50 pages, which is really good. I've come to find out that reading 50 pages is quite a lot. I think that took me, what, like 40 minutes maybe? 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I'm not sure. I'm gonna read for, I don't know if I should read for another 30 minutes or if I should measure this by pages. So I have 386, so I have 86 pages left. So I'm gonna read 40 pages and then I am going to clean, because then you really need to clean the apartment and start getting it ready for our visitors. And then read another 40 and then finish the book. I'm probably just gonna read here. I'm like pretty comfy here. Sorry I don't have a more aesthetically pleasing blanket, but this blanket is super warm. If you don't know, there's these like Mexican blankets that you could survive a whole winter with only this. Seriously, I stole this from my mom. Sorry mom, but I don't know where to get them. I just know that we've had these for years. I actually took this to college with me back when I was in college and then brought it back to my mom's house. And then now that I'm married and I moved out, I brought it again. So I would like to say that this is officially my blanket. Okay, there goes the plot twist. I'm on page 340, so I have 40 pages left, and I'm on hour, is it 6? Yes, 5 hours and 57 minutes. Yeah. Yep. I was like gathering all the information, of course making my own assumptions, and like I didn't see the plot twist coming. And as soon as one revelation was revealed, I was like reading and I was like, oh yes, this is what happened, and oh yeah, that's the person, and yep, this is what's going on. Just off of one reveal, like everything just started piecing together. Yeah, I had the information in my hands this whole time. I was not able to piece it together until that one revelation. So remember when I said that the situation was like unrealistic? I guess in this situation it could happen. It is dealing with organized crime, so I guess it's believable. Like I said, how are teenagers involved in such a situation? But now that there's adults involved, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. I'm going to clean, and I'm going to do that for maybe about 40 minutes or so. Then I'll come back, read, finish the book, and call it challenge completed.
I'm making look into your
Okay, so it's also much later. It is 10:32 p.m. and I did finish reading the book at around 4:30 p.m. So I didn't film my wrap up for this vlog because I wanted to get started with everything that needed to be done for our friends to come over, and they've already left. We had a great dinner, we had a great time together, we just had a good time. And so now I'm here, I'm going to be filming my wrap up. So I finished the book in 6 hours and 57 minutes. So lap 1, that was yesterday, I read for 4 hours and 3 minutes, and today I read for almost the 3 hours. So I did read this in less than 8 hours, not consecutively, but in terms of the amount of time that I was spending sitting down, I read this in less than 8 hours. I went in this blind, so if you want to go in this blindly as well, you can skip through. I'm not going to spoil this, but I'm just going to give a small description about it. So it is about 6 friends who are on their way to celebrate spring break, and they are traveling in an RV. They end up being stranded. So these 6 friends, they are stranded, and one of them holds a secret, so they are kind of being held hostage. They are pinned. There is a sniper involved, a sniper shooter, and this secret needs to be revealed in order for them to leave. I believe the last clip that I filmed, I was talking about like the revelations and like the secrets coming out and me putting, you know, puzzle pieces together. Well, I read the next 40 pages and there were even more puzzle pieces to be revealed. There was still more to piece, and it was unexpected. And so I ended up giving this book a 4 stars. I loved it. Loved it. I knew Holly Jackson had something she was hiding. She was holding back. Like I said, her books, she has a good way to plot twist in a way, and this was a plot twist indeed. After reading Rock Paper Scissors though by Alice Feeney, there's no plot twist that matches that, but this is a pretty close one. And I even feel bad because I was saying how the book was a bit unrealistic. At the beginning of the book, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I was really comparing it to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which was more like understandable, the things that were going on. But as I was reading it, you know, it grew on me and I started to really enjoy it. So I am really glad that I picked this book up. Again, I gave this 4 stars. Really enjoyed it, and the fact that I was able to push through was unbelievable. I didn't think that I was going to push through. If I'm being honest, low-key, I was thinking that if I didn't get to read this in 8 hours, that I was just gonna do this like as a normal reading vlog. And I was thinking of filming like an alternate intro to this reading vlog where I didn't mention the 8 hours. But I'm really glad that I didn't, and I'm glad that I pushed through and I read it. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is looking for a suspense. It's not really a thriller. It is more of a suspense read, and the characters didn't really have a lot of background because they are teens, but they each had their individual personality, and you come to either love or hate them. Like, there's no in between. And one of them, like, I truly despised, but I came to accept it in the end. I would say this was a very successful read. It was a very successful challenge. Holly Jackson, you did it again. Congratulations, girl. And I guess that's it, you know? So thank you guys so much for watching. If you had 8 hours to read a book, which book would you pick and why would you pick it? That is my question for this video. If you don't know what to comment but you still want to support my channel, you know, algorithms and such, you can give this video a big thumbs up, or you can also comment down below the number 8, or you can also comment down below the RV emoji. And if you've been enjoying my content so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Help me get to 100 subscribers. I'm still a YouTube newbie, I'm learning, and your subscription would mean a lot to me. Trust me, I'm here to stay. I have been enjoying my YouTube journey so far, and thanks to you guys, I've also been able to reach 1,000 views on my first video ever. I will link that down below if you want to check it out. Yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.